We're going to graph lines with the slope-intercept form of a line. So previously we had learned how to graph lines by making a t-chart and finding points. And that works fine. This way we think of it as more mature. So really, if something is more mature in math, it's like you should graduate to it. I think of like when you were in grade school, you first learned to print, and then you learned cursive, and then you learned to type. Although now I think kids go from printing to typing and not a lot of cursive, but there's a graduation, and that's what we're doing with graphing lines here. We're trying to show you a more efficient way, and really a way that you're going to make less mistakes. So you do that t-chart and you've got all this room for error with just basic arithmetic errors, minus a minus and things like that. Things go wrong. So this is a better way. So here it is. I've got a line. So y equals, I'm going to put 2x plus 1, and that's my favorite equation. You know, in math, you can have like favorites. You know, favorite student. No, I'm just kidding. But we do have a favorite. I do have a favorite line. Okay, here we go. There are an x and a y, so you know it's linear. And then those have a maximum power of 1. And there's two numbers there, a 1 and a 2. And in this form, so to be clear, just this form, I have y on the left with a coefficient of 1. The x and the number with no variable are on the other side. When it's in this form, these two numbers give you two very important things. This one is the slope, okay, and I'm going to write it as 2 over 1. And this one is the y-intercept. And we use a variable b to represent that. So y-intercept and slope. Oh, not stope. Slope. So we take this line, and there's no computation to do. So remember, why would you learn this new method? You learn this new method just so that you can hedge your bets, get it right more of the time. So the first thing you do is take that b equals 1, and that's the y-intercept, where you cross this axis. Okay, that's the b equals 1. Do that first. And then, so I'll make a list here. Graph the y-intercept. And that ran off the board a little bit, but I think it's okay. And then from that point, you're going to use the slope. So from that point, use the slope to make another point. Okay, and I know we're getting low on the board there, but that's all right. Make another point. Here we go. Rise to, let's see, I'm going to write this so it doesn't, rise to, slope equals rise over run. Those are both positive, so I'm going to rise 2 and run 1. Now remember, I could have done -2 over -1, so I'm going to do that here in pink. Now, these lines will be what we call collinear. They all line up. Okay, 1, 2, then back 1. But look, how pleasant is that? These are in line. Okay,